Belcher on Jeff Kent. Into the Hall. See to open the second for the Dodgers. He takes strike one from Nolan McLean.
Trabaja rápido y es lo difícil a veces timearlo porque viene y te tiene
1-1 on. He's made some changes, really. When you think about launching, and brought that bat path back into a lower angle, and that's why I think. Yeah, isn't that amazing? And he's going to challenge right here and win it.
En ese primer encuentro, el único que le conectó
lead-off guy in a second inning, but ball on Mookie Betts right there, just to go back a little bit of power. I'm going to be more of a line drive hitter, and the power is the best it's been in years. It hustles on and makes the catch. But I think what Max Muncy has done, not only defensively at third, this is sustainable. What do you mean by that? Check muscle memory. And that swing change creates that results. And guys who go through their ebb and flows of streaks, backed in, I've arrived. You'll see the steady. You'll see the to be able to say that given his path. 1 ball 2 strikes on Tommy. I mean, let go by this for making those changes. Because I know the team that's now second in LA Dodger history at home runs, just past Ron Say. Missed the first few months recovering from off-season, hitting from both sides of the plate, playing all over the place. McLean sends it, and McLean has retired the first 6 in order. A piece of the game. Bid on game-used jerseys, baseballs, bases, and more. Auctions.com for the Mets against Yamamoto. Polanco off of the bench. K's.
Y yo creo que Yamamoto,
Polanco, one of those
cada vez que encuentra equipos así, está muy bien en la parte media, lo luego
in their run to Game 7 of the championship series. Close to 30 home run. On this 1-1 from Yamamoto, he cuts over a splitter, strike 2. Well, the Mets have $5 million per win right now based on their payroll. Spiked that one, 2-2. Back at Dodger Stadium in April, and both guys were awesome. 7 innings. This is away with a heater, 3-2. This is where he can throw 1 of 5 pitches on 3-2. He has such confidence with it.
Polanco es un rodado por segunda base.
And that when you're a hitter, because he stays out of the middle of the plate, he can throw a variety of different pitches. Tries it again on 3-2 to Polanco. Backhand, Tommy Edman. First down to the second for more on Yamamoto.
He's taking greater control. His catchers still call his pitches, but in that greater conviction. Talked about the same thing with Max Muncy. It's leading to greater.
His start against the Yankees last weekend was on a day of a doubleheader. 1 ball 1 strike on Marcus Semien, and you were touching on this before. He only got 6 swings and misses. He can go out and get it. And he did it in Yankee Stadium where most pitchers, if they're honest, they're trying to get balls, don't come back. And I think that's the confidence that he has. What we say. Semien checks one to Muncy. Now balls for the first 2 outs of the inning. Here's Brett Beatty. You see it? And B, he's just a bulldog. Wow. Beautiful curve, feathered it. Trying to follow up what Sasaki did last night with the 7 innings. One of the Yamamoto's 0-2. Back to the splitter to finish him off. Nolan McLean has retired the first 6 Dodgers. No score to the top of the 3rd. Guy the Mets went after hard. They were disappointed when he chose the $60 million a year contract at the worst season of his career. Yeah, he's definitely pitchers. It's really strange that other than right down the middle off, and that's the pitch right there. I mean, you think about a fastball, even though it's a really... Tucker's averaged over 25 home runs. MVP candidate when he got hurt in 2024 last season. Crushes it. One of the hardest hits. Just like a 4-seam middle up. Pulls his hands in and just barely keeps it fair. First time as a Dodger, he's homered in back-to-back ball games. And the Dodgers are on the board first. Oscar Hernandez taking high. We're talking to Dave Roberts, and he said, yeah, I know that it hadn't really felt like that. Pitching and defense, the biggest reason this time. And the manager's saying it's about time we start putting together some better situations. On this 1-2 pitch, Hernandez chases for strike 3.
The attention of the ball club, and look, they're talented beyond belief. Doesn't get lazy, complacent, because we can't just rely on
Dalton rushing. It was taken over the start. The injury list pops this one into left field. Yeah, and he's got a base hit season, and really this is all about just getting ready for October. How do you not take your foot?
And that's why he's a career 300 hitter. But guys like Otani, when they
No sabemos si Dalton Rushing
about to turn and throw the
second, dice que no. Entonces ahí a lo mejor
season. Dodgers at the corners instead of an inning
where the first baseman has to get further inside the base. And you see Lindor is going to be looking for that ball more.
Beatty has played first base since May 1st, and this year the first time that he's played it. Paez takes a strike.
Run prevention equates to great success when you have so many moving parts and so many different.
Some cases where, yeah, it makes sense, right? A guy can, but a bunch of guys throughout this roster. I mean, you bring the shed. Jorge Polanco, second baseman for his career. They're planning on him being the first baseman. 0-2. Snaps a string of 19 consecutive innings without an earned run allowed by McLean. Pitch. Count evens up. 2 seasons in the major leagues, 2 World Series rings for Paez. Now 2 from McLean. Punter chance at it.
He finishes closer to the 3rd target. That he's trying to catch the ball and find the base at the same play, no matter how many times you practice it in spring training.
2 outs, and Freddie drowned out by these Mets fans that are sick of watching this guy hit all those years in Europe back to the old schedule.
34-12. They've done it again.
So they've given the air to Lindor.
Impossible. You cannot give an error to a guy.
He nice to see that hit him in the helmet. I didn't see that. Paez hustles first to third. Muncy up. Took strike 3 his first time on a back to a breaking pitch. It's 1-2-1 on a 2-run home run from him. First against Garrett. Dodgers 3 for 4 against the hard stuff in this inning. That's off of the glove.
Ahí está. Lo que tienes que hacer es dejar el picheo ahí, porque cuando quieres hacer el frame.
Well, this is a slider that backs up, but still got to be caught.
8th pass ball this season for Francisco Alvarez with a third time in it. 2-2. Strikes out Muncy for the second time today. The defense in a row connecting on a home run. Dodgers get 3 in the 3rd. Kyle Tucker heating up for the Dodgers. Home runs in both games. Hands one away for ball 1. Over a month. Injury that normally takes 6 to 8 weeks. But it was raring to go after. 2 Ks, no walk. 4-pitch walk to the 9th hitter.
First base side of the rubber, and then the other one really slingshots himself with a third base side and finishes firm on that left side, and they both do it over off speed.
What a good game for him. It's sitting home to watch the way these guys
not help McLean, but he's gotten underneath a few pitches that has gotten him off his regular.
Line back to Yamamoto to start the ball game. Take side for ball 1. I thought it was interesting directions. Brought up John Smoltz.
Well, and what that means to a guy like him, because he's got various lanes to get you out. The splitter.
It's 1-2.
That's a bad challenge. Those are the challenges again that I still shake my head at, thinking the 1-2 versus 2-1.
but it's kind of... Yeah, and one pitch later, Yamamoto finishes him off with a splitter. That's a strike on Lindor. This is a player to be in.
Well, that was on Tom Seaver Day, so 43,000 fans.
Thinking we got it in the bag. We got a pushover rookie here. And they did. They just checked down to make sure that third base. All right, so it's 0-2 on Lindor. Get the call on the field before you get the challenge. You think about the psychology of Francisco Lindor himself as borderline Mets legend, what he did to get him into the that close to a trip to the World Series, only to have the next year. And I don't know, as a big-time superstar, I'm probably thinking, okay, this well. While Soto does his thing, MVP caliber season, great. And it's a reminder that these are people before they're players, and that's takes the walk right here. So there's been talk of trading Francisco Lindor. That's part of the question. The other question is if there's after this. And we got just the guy when the deadline starts to roll
it out either. President of Baseball Operations David Stern said yesterday he's owed $160 million over the next 5 years. He has